speak about pitching, which is something we did quite a lot. And I want to speak about why it's important that the learners learn it and why I think it's important to teach. Those are not quite the same reasons. So the quick big why is I want this to stop. I want it to stop snowing in Milan while it's thawing at Greenland. I want forest blazes in California to be a thing of the past. I want the air pollution to go down rather than up. And I want us to stop pressing the earth like an old lemon for the last juice through shale mining. Luckily, we got people like Kyle who see alternative ways of doing things, jump out there and take a chance. Sometimes that succeeds wildly, become solar cells, windmills, new ways of doing energy, whether that's thorium reactors or that is turning cow piss into batteries. Sometimes it fails miserably. Pitching is one of those things that can help fewer people fail and more people succeed. Give them that rocket fuel for them to achieve their dreams. So this is why they should learn how to pitch. They need to learn how to pitch so they can connect quickly with the people they meet. While learning how to pitch, while they write their pitch, they sharpen their value proposition. They become aware of what they need to say if they do not have a lot of time. What is ear, eye, and mind catching? This can be used to onboard new employees. As you heard, Kyle is getting a lot of people in, even from Illinois. If you are trying to recruit someone who's super talented, you need to have a good story, something that they will align with. It can also help facilitate sales because you can quickly say to a customer why they need to buy your product instead of someone else's. And what it's mostly used for or known for is to raise money. So it's very used when you meet investors. They will ask you what you do. They will ask you for your elevator pitch or your 3-minute pitch. We even have a lot of pitch competitions. I raise money twice this way. So that is one of the main features of it, that it can help you raise money so you can pay your employees or yourself, which is extremely nice. It can give you nice things such as food on the table, water in your sink, roof over your head. Why train pitching? So why do we do it from, why do I think you should teach this to your employees or your classroom? Well, when they're working on their pitch, they will suddenly realize we only got 3 minutes. That means 10 to 20 slides maybe. So we need to be very, very clear on what we want to communicate. So by pitching, you're forcing people to narrow down on what is important. That also means that if there's been any kind of vagueness while they've been speaking with each other, that suddenly goes out the window. Suddenly that's in the open. We need to agree to, are we doing A or are we doing B? So that helps align the group. And then for a lot of people, public speaking is feared more than being run over by a car. I've tried both. I definitely prefer public speaking. But this helps people expand a comfort zone. So once you do that in a big group and you do it in front of others, suddenly you have this feeling of success. And you know that you can do more than when you started that morning. So maybe the next time you want to call a customer, you also feel more comfortable because you've been practicing in front of a lot of people. Also, doing it in this kind of arena where we have 7 groups, each consisting of 4 people from different universities and educational institutions, they all go through this experience together. So now they can connect to the other groups about this. So there's a didactic point to it. And then last of all, it's a stress test. Because I was, I think, infamous for my very tight deadlines on the pitching. But it's a stress test both in the sense that they would get little time to do it, but also you have to get all these different elements together. You have to make sure that suddenly your go-to-market plan connects with how the product looks. It connects with your customer interviews. It connects with A, B, C, D. So it's a stress test for the company as a whole. Like, can you get these things together with the kind of time that we had? They would usually be together between 3 and 5 days when we met in person. You couldn't have one person do this. Like, you would have to delegate. You would have to have the different slides done by different people to make it really work. So that's why I think training pitching is such a great tool, because it allows people to actually tap into many different areas, teaching that transdisciplinarity that we've been talking about. The structure we used was very simple. If you want to copy it, you're welcome. We use a change of a known one, which is we use why, what, how. Why is you present the problem, you make it something you can connect with and understand. What, you present the solution, should connect to the problem. And how is how will you succeed? Like how will you make this happen? How will you connect this solution to that problem? Problem is could be air pollution, it could be the bad air down in a subway. The human impact and experience, and how big is it? How many people are suffering from it, and especially willing to pay to get it solved. The what, the solution. What is your solution? What does it do? How does it connect to the problem? What is the value? Profit, savings, time, extra life, joy, status, and then show it. And then how will you succeed? What have you already done? That is a proof of you being able to do what you're about to do. And especially happy customers is something that I love seeing on slides. And an implementation plan, meaning what will you do in the future if you get money or resources? I want my startups or myself when I'm pitching to show passion, vision, meaning that they will see a future that is better than the present that we're living in. A market, meaning they understand who will buy this product, who will love this product, who will talk about this product or solution. Capacity, that they show that they know what it takes to build and deliver this solution and service to people. And of course, that they have an amazing team that works together very well and is willing to overcome huge odds and challenges to reach their goal. I more or less always say the same thing when it comes to this. Remove text, focus on the next step. That is usually getting a meeting or a specific connection to the people you want to interact with. And then think like your audience. If you're talking to a bunch of experts, you might be able to go deeper, or you might skip over some of your very, very basic slides. If you're talking to people from a finance background, they will want more slides on how your finances are going to look like in a few years. That's my presentation. I'm open for questions. Thank you very much for your attention.